Charging.
For the past few weeks, I've been talking about stick vacuums like these, but for today, I'll change it up a bit because this product showed up. We'll be looking at Roborock's latest product, the S5 Max. So if you're not familiar with the Roborock, let me just move this camera a bit. If you're not familiar with Roborock, they are a subsidiary of Xiaomi and they've been manufacturing robot vacuums for the past few years. It started with the first generation Xiaomi vacuum, then they released the S5, the S6, the S4, and now the S5 Max. So most of the upgrades, based on my research with the S5 Max, has to do with how this product mops. The two features that I'm most interested in is these two, the electronic water tank and no-mop zones. I believe that this is the first robot vacuum with the no-mop zone. Since the S9 and i7 don't have a mop, they don't have this. I'll do a separate video for the review, the cleaning test, and the mopping. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified. And I'll put the links below if you want more information about this robot. But for now, let's open this up and see what's inside. So now let's open this box up. Okay. Okay, the first thing that you'll see is the mopping pad. So I guess you'll put this under the robot so the water doesn't drip on the floor. So these are guides, I presume, for the app and for the robot. So let's check this out. This manual is for connecting to the app. So this robot has an app that has most of the functionality of the robot. It comes in different languages. So we have here English and other languages. So this would be the user manual. Again, multilingual. So let's take out this cover. This would be the socket for the charging dock. Let's move this aside first. Let's remove this cardboard cover. So let me just take this robot out just to give you a closer look. Just move this box aside. So this is the robot. There are two color options. The one that I got is a black. There's another white option if you check online. So I would prefer the black because it doesn't stain as easy. It doesn't stain really. The white is prone to stains. If you're concerned with that, then go with the black. So let me just remove this plastic. This would be the charging dock. This dock is similar to the S5 and S6 dock. So this would be this I presume is the pad or the bracket where you attach the mop. So it also comes with this mop attachment. I don't see any extra pad. It only comes the robot that I got only comes with one pad. If you look underneath, it has this two springs that helps keep the pad on the floor. So we'll see how effective this is at removing stains later on. In another video, I'll do a demo trying on this mop on dried stains on hard floor. I'll do also a test on how the no-mop zones work. so please stand by for that. So this robot has the similar design cues as the older S5, Roborock S5 and S6. This one has 2 buttons. The S5 has 3. I'll do a comparison in another video comparing the S5 and the S5 Max. So this one has the same LDS sensor or laser distance sensor, similar to the Needle-Bot vac robots. So open this up. It reveals the dust cup or the dust bin. The design remains the same when you compare it to the previous Roborock models. It has a HEPA filter at the back, and so it also comes with a brush tool. This tool has multiple uses. You can use this to scrape dirt from the bin. Behind the brush is a blade that you can use to untangle hair that may wrap on the brush. Behind the robot is a water tank. So this is different from the S5. The S5 non-max version doesn't have this. The water tank is located here at the bracket for the S5, where the S5 Max has this separate water tank. One advantage of this is it can hold more water. You can put more water so it can mop a larger area. Water drips down to these 2 openings here and out the mop. Again, I'll demonstrate this in another video, how it works, how effective it is. So let's flip the robot over and see how it looks like underneath. So it maintains the same layout as the S5 and the S6. One difference I noticed from the S5 would be this side brush. This one has 5 prongs and it's all rubber. It doesn't have any bristles. The S5 brush has bristles. This one is all rubber. This would be the water tank. You attach the mop, slide it down here underneath. It clicks in place. When you push it down, it rebounds up. That's the spring loaded mechanism in action. Push 2 buttons here on the side to release, and it comes out. These are 2 wheels, rubber wheels, spring loaded, so it helps climb thresholds. And this would be the motorized brush. Let's remove this cover and take out the brush roll. Double V brush roll. If I remember correctly, it has bristles and a rubber squeegee flap that helps pick up dirt. I'll do a cleaning test to see how effective this design is. So in front of this robot is a caster wheel that helps with steering. 4 cliff sensors that protect the robot from falling off cliff points, such as stairs. Next, it's time to charge the robot. What I like about the Roborock plug is that it has its own Velcro strap that helps tidy up the excess wire. Another neat feature is the voice prompt that lets you know if the robot is charging or if the dustbin is removed.
Charging. Dustbin removed. Dustbin installed.
Now let's install the app. The first step is to search for Xiaomi Home. After downloading, just follow the steps on the screen to install the app. Step 2 is to pair the robot and app. Just click on the Add Device and select the Roborock S5 Max icon. Then click on your home Wi-Fi network to complete the process. This may take a few minutes, so make sure to keep the phone close to the robot during this process. Charging the S5 Max for a few hours and it's ready to go. The first thing I will test is how well it vacuums. I haven't vacuumed this carpet for more than a week, so let's see how well it cleans it. I've also placed this garbage bin and an electric fan over there just to see how well the S5 Max avoids obstacles if it bumps into them hard. So for this test, I will turn off the mop and put the cleaning mode at balance. Now let's press clean and the robot will start running. The Roborock S5 is similar to the S5 in terms of how it navigates around the room. It starts off by going around the edges, then goes on cleaning the middle portion of the room in a predictable back and forth pattern. The bumper sensors do a good job at detecting obstacles as the robot slows down and avoids bumping into furniture hard. It didn't even go over the base of the electric fan as it just navigated around it. It also did well not bumping into the empty trash bin as it gently nudged it as it went around. So based on this test, there's little risk of the S5 scuffing furniture. There were no issues navigating around tight spots as you'll see here. The sensors around the robot did an excellent job at helping it find its way around. The app provides real-time updates of where the robot is as it goes around different areas of your home, which is a pretty cool feature for me. After it's done cleaning, it goes back to the dock to recharge. I checked the bin afterwards and this was the amount of dirt inside. You be the judge if this is impressive or not. Next feature I'll demo is the mopping feature. To do that, I'll have to remove the water tank from the back of the robot.
Mopping module removed.
So here is a close look at the water tank. If you can read this instruction here, this warning label, it says here to prevent damage to the water tank, do not use cleaning products or disinfectants inside the tank. So that means that only fill this up with water. Do not use any cleaning solutions just to prevent damage and to prevent voiding the warranty. So I'll fill this up with water through the hole here. One thing to note is this S5 Max has a separate water tank. This is the mopping bracket. If you want to use any cleaning solution, my suggestion would be spraying it on over the pad. That way the cleaning solution doesn't go inside the water tank and possibly damage any components inside here. So I'm back. I just filled up the water tank with water. I just filled it around 1/8 of the way. I noticed that the water tank is not dripping, so which is a good sign. So let me just attach this water tank again at the back of the robot.
Charging.
Then attach the mop.
Mopping module enabled.
So after the first cleaning cycle, this was the map that was generated. So after generating the map, you can already set the no-go zone. So let us do that. Click on this icon. Then let's go to the no-go zones. Then on the bottom right, you'll see the no-mop zone here. So we'll just have to set it in place. So you can set the no-mop zones in rectangular or square areas around the room. So I'll just set it here right at the middle. So I place a rug here in front of the robot. So let's see how well it avoids it. I'll set the water level at medium and cleaning mode at the lowest setting. So the settings are safe. Here's my takeaway. The no-mop zones work as the robot for the most part avoided the rug. One thing to note that there is a margin for error, as you can see that the rug isn't in the exact same area as the rectangular zone in the app. In the first run, the robot didn't mop the entire room. One reason would be the size of the no-mop zone being too big, as the robot didn't have enough space to go to the other parts of the room. In the second run, I adjusted the zone, made it smaller, and moved it beside the bed. I think that the robot did well in avoiding parts of the rug, but since the rug isn't placed exactly where the no-mop zone is, it went over some portions of it. so it isn't a software issue at all. I just have to do a better job at placing the rug exactly where the no-mop zone is. The upgrades in the Roborock S5 Max, particularly the no-mop zones, are very practical in my opinion. The Xiaomi Home app is very responsive and is a big improvement over the previous versions, so that is a plus point for Roborock. I haven't tested the product on dried stains, so I'll reserve my judgment for that in another video. If you have any questions, please drop them below and give it a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.